The Last Kingdom is one of the most popular historical TV shows ever created, and it is one of Netflix's most popular original series as well. And with the last season of The Last Kingdom coming out in the near future, the hype for this show is at an all-time high. So I have decided to create this video to share some interesting facts about The Last Kingdom that I'm sure most fans of the show probably will not have known. And at number 10, it is the author of the Saxon Chronicles and the creator of the Last Kingdom universe, Bernard Cornwell, got the idea of writing about Uhtred and his adventures since he's actually a descendant of Uhtred, and writing this famous book series gave him an opportunity to explore his noble ancestry and make more money than he probably ever imagined. He is currently worth about $5 million right now. Wow, that's amazing. Bernard Cornwell's father, William Uhtred, means son of Uhtred, so he realized that his ancestors must have been part of the Great Saxon invasion and were huge players and influencers of what was to become of the future of England. At number 9, it is the word Arsenic, which is used regularly in The Last Kingdom, often used as an insult, and it does sound very offensive, especially since everyone seems to accept Uhtred is an Arsling.
Arsling?
Arsling. But what does it actually mean? Arsling is actually defined as something totally different than what you're probably expecting. In Middle English, Arsling, and in Old English, Earsling, it roughly translates into backwards or on the back. So taking this definition into account, it means Uhtred is someone who is a bit backwards or likes to wear things on their back. And he's not a person who shares a great many similarities with the rear end, as Leofric would have us often believe.
I like it, Arsling.
And at number 8, it is the character of Ubba. Ubba in The Last Kingdom is actually Ube from the Vikings, kind of. So they both refer to the same historical figure of Ube, or Ubba Ragnarsson. But of course, one gives a fantastical conclusion to his life with everlasting peace in the New World, while Bernard Cornwell gives him a more probable and a more suitably Viking fashioned death.
Go to Valhalla, Lord.
At number 7, it is King Alfred and his health. King Alfred was not a healthy person, and as David Dawson perfectly depicts in the show, King Alfred was always suffering from one illness or another, causing him to have a constant, frail and ill-looking figure, as we see in season 3 of The Last Kingdom. Although it can't be confirmed, the most accepted theory is that King Alfred suffered from Crohn's disease his entire life, and this resulted in his early death as well. But some other illnesses that some historians have suggested he may have been inflicted with include, but are not limited to, neuritis, epilepsy, and possibly an STI from homosexual activities. So a trifecta of issues, if I do say so myself. At number 6, it is the ages of Lady Ellsworth and Aethelflaed. Eliza Butterworth, the actress who plays Lady Ellsworth, is only 6 months older than Millie Brady, the actress who plays her on-screen daughter Aethelflaed. Yup, that's right, even though they may look like there must be decades of differences between their ages on screen, in real life there's only about a 180-day difference between the two actresses. Talk about the magic of makeup, right? And at number 5, we have the Age of Uhtred. Uhtred may not look a day older than 21 in any of the 4 seasons of The Last Kingdom, but he is actually about 33 years old at the end of season 2, 43 years old at the end of season 3, and he should be approximately about 50 years old at the end of season 4. The makeup artists really need to put a bit more effort into aging Alexander Draymond appropriately, as he doesn't look anywhere near 50, and in the new season he is supposed to be getting very close to his senior retirement years. And at number 4, speaking of Alexander Draymond, did you know he only had 1 week's training before the filming for season 1 began? Yep, that's correct. So he had to learn the basics of sword fighting, riding a horse, and learning to sound like a northern Englishman, all in the span of a week. Wow, talk about a quick learner. It took me a week just to write the script. And at number 3, it is the appearance of Uhtred in the books compared to the TV show. In the TV show The Last Kingdom, Uhtred seems to be of a medium build, has black or light brown hair depending on the season and the angle of the sun, and is of average height. This is a huge contrast to the books, in which Uhtred is described as a blonde, large, and physically imposing person. So more like this guy rather than the guy we got. And at number 2, it is the cinematography of The Last Kingdom. The Last Kingdom is a show that either features or mentions all of the countries of the UK in some way or form. But this doesn't mean that the cast actually spent any time doing any scenes in the UK. Majority of the show is actually shot in Hungary, and Winchester is filmed in a small little village called Gobeljared forest near Budapest, and all of the Wessex countryside scenes are done in Dobogoko. But luckily, the UK did manage to get a few coastal shots in for season 1. That counts for something, right? And at number 1, we have Uhtred, the historical figure. Uhtred, son of Uhtred, Uhtred of Bebbanburg, was actually not even a real person. Yep, the real historical Uhtred, also known as Uhtred the Bold or Uhtred of Bamberg, was born during the 11th century, and King Alfred was born in the 9th century, meaning that the real Uhtred was born 200 years after all the events that take place in the Last Kingdom. But if you want to find out more about the real Uhtred, then do watch this video that I have created on his life. I'll leave a link to it below in the description as well. But yeah, the Uhtred we see on screen is a totally fictional character created by Bernard Cornwell to cap historical events occurring around a semi-accurate but not true historical figure. So lastly, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please do like this video and share it with others. And if you haven't, please do subscribe to my channel as I post videos on historical movies and TV shows on a regular basis. Thank you so much for watching.